So we're going to be reading a bunch of funny responses by Harbinger sugar-free gummy bears. It was the last class of my semester, and the final exam was worth 30% of our grade. After a night study session, I felt confident, but I decided between sleeping or cooking breakfast. My eyelids chose sleep. My stomach later regretted this decision. After several hours of uncomfortable stomach grounds, I finally decided to make a quick stop by the campus bookstore and grab a snack before my test. Since the semester was ending and everyone was going home for the summer, a lot of items were on sale, including the snacks and candy that kept up front being the hungry state that I was in. I felt it was only logical to pick the largest yet expensive candy in order to get more bang for my buck. Now they sat 2 bags of Harbinger sugar-free gummy bears, buy one get one free. What a deal, I thought naively. I would eat one bag before my test and one bag afterwards. As I walked to class, I gleefully chose those abominable little evil. Unaware of the utter mayhem that would soon unleash on my poor anus. I sat down at my desk, and the professor informed us that due to issues with cheating in the past, restroom breaks would be prohibited until the completion of the exam. I sat down to my desk, and professor. Oh wait, no. I give you 10 minutes to use the restroom for now. This will be your last chance. Only any takers. The demon bears would release their holy necromancy across my stomach yet. So in the moment of my ignorant foolishness, I remained seated, still watching this miniature bear-shaped bomb. After the students wise enough to make their professor's offer had returned, the professor handed out the test. I was 6 questions in when it happened. It was truly subtle at first, more like a slight tingling in my sensation of my lower abdomen. I thought there was nothing of it, assuming my intestines were just doing their thing. Little did I know that my intestines were trying to desperately warn me on the horror that was on the horizon. My question 9 had happened again, but it was followed by a sharp pain if one of those infernal helens had orchestrated attack upon my colon. I fought to contain the groan trying to escape my lips, but it was point I began to panic. Something was horribly was horribly wrong, and I needed to get through this test before it got any worse. By question 14, my fear was from vomit. The Satan bears burning hot, liquid dark magic crashed against my anal sphincter like a tidal wave. I was able to close the hatch just in time, but those friendless toxic gummy bears against the orcs breaking down the door of Helm's Deep. I knew I wouldn't be able to shift my seat without risking a breach. I kept fighting through my exam, clenching my cheeks with all my might. Beads of sweat rolling down my neck suddenly, and now gurgling more came from my belly, and the entire class lifted their heads. At this point, nothing mattered except expelling this ungodly presence from my bowels. With 15 questions left, I promptly wrote C for every answer and ran out of the classroom. My professor yelled something, but I was too preoccupied with the volcanic eruption that I needed to take place. I could find sweet relief. I burst into the restroom like the Kool-Aid man. Behold, the handicap stall was empty. The sunrays from the adjacent rainbows shone upon us. They have windows in bathrooms? Okay. As if it were a gift from God himself. It took me less than 0.5 seconds to undo my belt buckle, pull down my pants, and for the rest put my buttocks on the toilet seat. I took absolutely no effort to expel the steam when only merely the floodgates of hell were opened and the damned liquefied souls of the entire bag worth of gummy bears cried and burned through my sphincter into the watery abyss below. I never felt such stimulus relief and anguish in my life. After 30 more minutes of this, I immediately went home, dug a hole in my backyard, and buried the remaining of the gummy bears. I leave with this. Do not, and I repeat, do not eat these spawns of Satan. Nor did they make me to fail my final test, but the anguish experienced is something I wouldn't wish upon anyone, not even my worst enemy. The only place these godforsaken hell bears belong buried deep below us. Okay, how do I go back? Okay, there's some more. Where's the reviews? Reviews. Oh, ratings. I think that's it. Yeah. I assume aliens are smart enough to trust with the warning label, but I said, oh, have aliens tested these I don't care. Wait, no. This is questions and answers. I want the ratings. Yes. 5-star. I had a long battle with the costume. Okay. Don't die. Okay. I had a long battle with constipation due to my extremely poor diet of burgers and pizza. I bought these bags of gummy bears hoping it would lose me a little weight. Little did I know I would piss out of my buttocks. I dropped 60 pounds to 15 pounds in just a few months using these beauties. I don't have a sense of smell, but the birds flying at the windows literally fall down in seas. If you want to turn a more complete seas to just moderately flat by these beauties, they will instantly drop a meal that you just ate in the toilet bowl. Turn the kid cleaning the restroom jumped to your deathly disposal and suicidal. Perhaps not the best to eat. It was only one time. These are yummy, soft, and extremely delicious. You get a lot of money as well. It's worth perhaps eating one forever. Next all the interval they decided was enough. I also ate these during my taste test. I'm not sure my bowel shot out of me somehow. I can do ephlemic again thanks to Harbio. Well, okay. Okay, this is a long one. This is gonna be the last one. This is gonna be the last one. Well, starting out, it looked like a great year, but after a hard week of work, I spent the early Friday night and received some stress. I walked into a bar and ordered a drink and sat down. Was these 3 hours I drank to talk to everyone. Finally, the night was getting late and the bar would be closing soon. I invited a slightly drunk and very attractive set of twins over to my apartment, thinking and a few more drinks. Set my delight, they accepted. One way after home, stopped with liquor to buy some alcohol. These twin beauties came to choose the drink of choice. At the checkout counter, I saw the Harbier gummy bears. Being a gentleman, I purchased them for the twins. I walked to a apartment about a mile away. What an amazing night it was turning out to be. Little did I know the most perfect evening would turn into a freakish night of horror. How could I know? Who's amazing ever lead the bananas at 1 a.m. Never I let that pretty girl choose candy. But these bombs should be outlawed. At least there was a strong warning label on the package. Bad word. On one story, so 10 minutes later we arrive at my apartment. We walk up the stairs and put the bottles on the counter. I asked the girls to like a drink or something to eat. Giggling, they hand me an empty bag of gummy bears. Wow, they didn't even save me one. Let's be honest, I wasn't interested in the gummy bears anyway. I poured each night a strong, tasty drink, grabbed some towels, and we headed down to the pool. We all jumped into the hot tub first, and we stripped down to our underwear. These girls were stunning. They looked wearing matching we sat at the hot tub together, enjoying a small drink while staring at the stars. I must be the luckiest guy alive, with one twin on either side of me, vying for my attention. After 15 minutes of one side, the twins were hot water gamer. Tommy Aiken wanted to jump in the pool, so off we went. In the pool, the other twin started complaining her tummy was hurting too. About this time, I noticed the water in the pool had a very foul odor. Of course, I never expected such an odor would come off beautiful women. I had set up my apartment with the next adjoining evening, so we went off. As soon as I reached my apartment, the twin asks to use the restroom. I started getting concerned and when it sounded like firecrackers in the bathroom. About this time, she called for her sister. Her sister came in the door as always. Man-sized. You know the kind of folks I'm talking to, the kind of folks about this. Your dad was sitting in the easy chair watching the evening news. Make no mistake, these bombs were worse than I almost vomited in the stairs that came through the closed door. Oh, and in the living room. But the time the twin peeked around the corner with her lower part of her body wrapped in a towel. She asked if there was a second bathroom. I told her if she asked the pool area had a bathroom. I told her, and as she ran, at the pass she started to water from a horrible scent, so it looked like everything I've ever smelled before. As she ran to the bathroom, the whole pack of towel was soiled. At this time, I wanted to leave and head home, but realized I was home. Well, I wouldn't give any woman disgusting details, but surface whatever happened the best in her 2 days of complete hell. Being the nice guy helped these 2 women over the next 2 hours expose things I experienced a nurse would cringe at. After all these 2 lovely ladies left my apartment and walked out my life forever. Harbinger, never mind. Harbinger Carriages stopped me. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. I said this to my ex by mistake. Does that make me a bad person? Because there's a few small ones. You seem super bad words. Oh, oh. After my stomach settles. Okay. Reviews can do feedback. So if I ate them, I'm not disappointed. Okay, that's that. That's the end of this video. I just wanted to show you something because it's so god darn funny. So one of my friends showed me that. I just couldn't stop making a video on it. It's so funny, dude.